ABC, welcome to the Hog's Den. Glad to see you guys back. Yeah, it's been a while. I do have some albums and 45s to show today. I've got some In the Wild finds and I've got some VCLT from Dead Wax 66. So I got to start off with some 60s stuff, work up into the 70s and beyond the 70s. So let's get going, man. I'm pumped. I'm ready to do this. Okay. I picked up the only album by the Mystic Number National Bank. And this is blues rock. Hippie electrified blues rock. Pretty cool. It's one of those albums that's sort of 50-50. You know, half of it's pretty solid, the other half's okay. But yeah, I mean, good vocals on this, and very cool stuff, man. It's got a gatefold cover. It's got this Gimmicks bank vault door right here. You know, you can open it up and check the band out. So pretty cool. It's on the Probe label. Nice. That was a cool find. Nothing essential, but you know, for a band that only had one album, it's pretty cool to have. Okay, this next one is a 1968 album by The Hook. And I used to have this a long time ago, and it wasn't in very good shape, so I dumped it. And I found this clean copy in the shrink, so I didn't hesitate to grab it. This band is related to the Leaves. Features Bobby Arlen on lead guitar. He does some really nice psychedelic guitar work on this album. Definitely can hear some Blue Cheer influence here. They were a power trio, and it's on the very cool Uni label. So this album came out, as far as the catalog goes, it came out right next to the first Fever Tree album, so that kind of gives you a time frame. So yeah, there's some really good tunes on this. I mean, it's not all excellent, but I like it. It's definitely a good album. So that was a nice find, and it's not a cutout, so that's cool. Okay, let me show a little VCLT. I picked this. What do you mean? I picked it up? Yeah, I picked it up out of the mailbox. Yeah, Randy sent me the Sons of Adam's Saturday's Sons double album anthology. It's live and studio. Lots of previously unreleased stuff here. Just fantastic. I was so impressed with this release. And gatefold cover, and it come out on the High Moon label. So it's got live at the Avalon Ballroom in San Francisco in 1966. Really impressed with the sound quality of that. You know, it's got a lot of singles and outtakes. They put out a few 45s, but they didn't have a massive catalog back in the day. But yeah, it's even got tracks by the Fender 4, which was a earlier band. Randy Holden on guitar, and that was more surf rock, instrumental and vocal with that stuff. So yeah, this is just highly recommended if you like garage. Really cool. And it also comes with a fantastic booklet on the inside, full color, lots of pages, lots of rare photos, great text. I mean, this is just so good. So they did a really nice job putting that together. Okay, he also sent me some 45s. This is a Texas band from the mid-90s called the Sons of Hercules, and this is garage rock. Come out on green vinyl on the Unclean label. So this is cool. I saw on the internet the Sons of Hercules is a really obscure 1960s TV show that was syndicated, and it was actually came out of it. The show itself actually came from Italian movies or something like that, something weird like that. But yeah, very cool. And this is an early repress of the Shondells' Hanky Panky, 1964. Long, weird, complicated history about this 45. Lots of information on the internet. The original first pressings are rare, but they look similar to this. Yeah, this is really cool. I believe this is before they hooked up with Tommy James. I'm thinking that, but I'm not absolutely positive. But I could be wrong on that. But this is cool. Okay, this is a Michigan 45 by Kinetic Energy. They do a cover version of Susie Q, Dale Hawkins' tune. This came out in 1966. It's a promo release on Amy Records. So this is pretty cool. This is out of Detroit, Michigan. It's a local pressing on, what is it, GM label. It's by The Resolution. It's sort of soft, folky psych. 1971. And this is the better of the 45s he sent me. It's by a band called The Unknown. They were out of Detroit. I believe this is a local pressing on SVR Records label. And I'll pull it out so you can get a good look at it. Now, when I was doing some research on this, I found out something that Randy didn't mention in his notes that he sent me. The B-side Night Walkin' is written by a songwriting team of Baudry and Thompson. Now, those guys would go on to be founders of Frigid Pink, and they would write a lot of songs for Frigid Pink. So I'm thinking that those guys were in this band. Either that or they just wrote the song for the band. Anybody know? But this could be quite possibly early Frigid Pig, 1966. Very cool garage rock. Okay, let's get back into some In the Wild finds. Picked up just a record store day, Jefferson Airplane live at Monterey Pop Festival. I believe this is the third in the series. Hope they keep going and keep releasing these. I mean, I would love to have a nice big collection of these LPs from Monterey. It's on sort of a pale blue, smoky vinyl. So I got that one, and then the other two that I have is Big Brother and the Holding Company and The Who. So yeah, I never heard that complete Airplane set before, so that was really cool. Okay, I found this in the antique mall, and it's the Ramones' It's Alive double live album, and this is a really good live album. And the interesting thing about this is a Portuguese pressing. And to find it out in the wild in Phoenix, Arizona, that's pretty strange. And it's still on the Sire label. And it sounded really good, so very, very cool. I really like this because it's more high energy. They play harder than they did on their studio tracks, so very, very cool. Okay, this I discovered within the last year, and it's the first album by a band called Wire. They're out of the UK. This album came out in 1977. It's called Pink Flag. This is a great album. If you've never heard this and you like that sort of early punk new wave sound, you gotta check this out. This is so good. And it came out on, I believe it might be on the band's label. So cool. Great pressing, European pressing. Sounded great. I pulled the record out of the sleeve and there was no scuffs, no scratches. High quality control overseeing this pressing, and I cannot recommend this enough. Okay, back to a little more VCLT. Randy sent me the first album by the Sorrows. They were a power pop band out of New York. This album came out in 1980 and really excellent. I really enjoyed this one. Strong from start to finish. So they didn't do a whole lot of music back in the day, but there is some other material out there besides this one. So very cool. And this come out on, what label did this come? This is the album, name of the album is Teenage Heartbreak, and it came out on the Pavilion label, which is a sub-label of CBS. Okay, the next one he sent me is Michigan, I guess you'd call it power rock, power pop. It rocks harder than the Sorrows does, and it's the first album by The Look, We're Gonna Rock. It's come out in 1981, and I didn't enjoy this one as much as the Sorrows. It's got some good tracks, but it's not as solid, but it does rock more. And it come out on the Plastic Records label. And he also sent me a Tucson, Arizona band that I had never heard of, and I don't believe I've ever seen this around in the bins before. And it's the Knockout Pills. And this is this really fast, higher energy garage rock. I believe it came out, 2003 is when it came out. And I guess it's their first album. And it's on Deadbeat Records. So, yeah, a guy in Michigan sent me an album here in Arizona from my area, and I'd never even heard of it before. Imagine that. Okay. This next one I picked up in the wild, and it was a blind buy. It was used for $10, and it looked really cool, so I decided to go for it. And it's In the Summer, the Cynics. And these guys were out of Toronto, Canada, and it's sort of a garagey post-punk sound, early new wave, quirky stuff on side 1 from '77, and stuff on side 2 from a year later, the fall of '78, is much better. They really stepped up their game. They got into a better groove, and I like side 2 so much more than side 1. I gave it a first listen, and I thought it was pretty good. Then when I got into side 2, yeah, it's really good stuff. Then I played the whole thing over again, and yeah, side 1's got its moments, but it's definitely not as good as side 2. So for a blind buy, it was an interesting find. And this next one I got is Uncle Acid and the Deadbeats, Mind Control, and I picked this up used. I believe this come out, I'm thinking like 2013 13 maybe, I can't remember, purple vinyl. But it's, the pressing itself is maybe only like 3 or 4 years ago. It's a repress. I really like these guys. I mean, I highly recommend their first album, even though it's got a definite homemade sound to it. This one has better sound, but yeah, it's heavy rock with psych influence, and it's got some softer psych stuff too. Very, very cool vocals. If you don't know these guys, definitely check them out. I definitely want to get all of their albums. These are the inners that came with it. So they haven't put an album out in close to 5 years, so I don't know what's going on, but they need to get out some new music. Okay, what's left? Got a couple of Cramps promo pictures, and then we're gonna wrap it up. This one is from Look Mom No Head, 1991. And it's with Slim Chance, Nikki Alexander, Poison Ivy, and Lux Interior. And the other one I got is from Flame Job, 1995 or 94, maybe it's 94. And it's got Harry Drumdini, Poison Ivy, Slim Chance, and Lux Interior. So those were a nice grab. Oh, that's going to wrap it up, I think. Nothing else to show. So it's nice to get back on and show some updates. And I do have some other stuff still to show, but I'll probably sit on that until I get some more stuff to make a full video. So thanks for stopping by. I hope everybody's doing well. I'm hanging in there. I'm doing well. I got that 40-hour-a-week gig now instead of 47, so I got some more time to myself. So it's actually pretty nice. So everybody take care, and I shall see you in the future.